Hi everyone, LazyFire here. Welcome to Battlefield 1. This is the new UI for Battlefield. You can see over here on the left, you can switch between your Battlefield games and all this other stuff. And there's a few things that aren't quite going yet. So for example, you can't change anything about your soldier right now. It's kind of neat. I don't really mind it that much. I really like Battlelog though, so I'm kind of weird. And then you can see who's online over here, invite people, and you have your 4-person party at the bottom. So it's not terrible. But let's get right into finding servers. Right now, the alpha is goddamn popular, as you can see, and what I'm looking for is an East US server to join. You can see there you can join right off of that screen, or you can come in here, see what all the deal is with everything in the game, and then join there. So, not really bad. For the most part, I'm going to be pretty quiet for the duration of this video. Commenting on certain things that I see, but I feel like people don't really care about what I have to say 99% of the time, and so I'm going to kind of keep it limited. I actually thought about doing this in post-commentary or just not doing any commentary at all, but there's certain things that I'm not going to be able to get to in this video, and I don't really plan on doing a lot of videos for the alpha in general. Maybe if the beta has more maps, I'll come back and do something. But anyways, let's get in here. So before you can even start, you get the option to join a squad, which I think is actually kind of neat. Now you can see the game defaults you to the assault class. I'm not really an assault fan, though there's a lot of people who are. And let's just jump in. That was one of my guys. Yeah, I deserve that death. Right now, I think because I'm recording, there's a little bit of, that was pretty good. There's a little bit of chop to what you're seeing, just because I am recording currently. Usually this is, I'm running this on a 970, and generally it's actually really solid. A little bit of slowdown, frame rate lag, whatever you want to say, every now and again, but mostly I can't really complain about anything.
We are losing objective Edward.
Let's see if we can't find the guy who went up this way. You can see that you're getting points for each hit you get on guys. Uh-oh, I'm gonna die. Yep, that was stupid. That was really dumb. You can also see I can request a revive over there on the bottom right, and if there's actual medics in your area, it'll actually pop up a little thing that says, hey, there's a medic X number of meters away from you. So I find that really helpful. You're not going to see a lot of medics. Let's get a little sneaky here.
All charges set.
I love the fucking tripmine bombs, by the way. They're great. What you see right now is actually one of the variants of second available LMG. It's actually kind of neat. The LMGs in this game are not what they were in Battlefield 4, if you're familiar with that at all. They're... Wow, how did that guy not look for me? Man, I didn't even kill him. But in Battlefield 4, they were definitely more... I don't know if you want to use the term large-ass assault rifles, but they're just not that here. They're far more like, well, LMGs. Like big SMGs, really. And you can see here, even the mounted guns aren't the most accurate thing in the world. Did get a kill there, though. That's pretty good. That's more than I usually get with those things. But you can see I have a scope on this thing.
We are losing objective.
It's actually pretty useful for these guns, believe it or not. You're not going to be using this to, like, kill anyone at a distance, as it's showing here. 18 points of damage on a hit from that distance is kind of minimal. There we go. The medics, and part of the reason why I think there's so few medics in the game, is that they're break fucking. Part of the reason is honestly because I feel like they gotta get the short end of the stick on a lot of stuff. For one thing, they don't have any vehicle killing weapons except for the light grenade that anyone can equip, and their main weapon, the semi-auto guns, are just not as good as they could be. I feel like the ammo capacity is a little small, and there's a small issue with how they reload. I can show that off in another moment or two when I die. I don't usually stay alive this long, to be honest. Oh boy, I'm dead. Yep. Alright, let's just go straight to deploy here. So let's jump into the medic class real quick. I am very much a support player, even in this game, with the reduced abilities of the support class. I still like it a lot. Medic class is kind of nice.
We have lost objective apples.
It's got... well, you know what? Let's do another round so you can see a full one. We won that pretty heavily. Well, I've won a couple of 1-point games before where the game switches over to 200 for both teams right after it ends. So it's kind of... So here's the thing. At the end of the round, it'll pop up this screen here. You can't really hit tab to see anything, but you can hit continue. And what it'll do is it'll actually start loading the next round. If you wait a bit, it'll pop up all your stats from the previous round, tell you everything that happened. It's kind of cool. So, as you can see, by the way, I don't like this, that it always defaults to Assault class. I've been screwed on that a couple of times. And while we're here, let's switch over to the light anti-tank grenade. Looks like everyone's grabbed vehicles. Come on. There we go. Here's the armored car. I actually really like the armored car for a couple different reasons. One, it's really nice and maneuverable. It gets around things pretty well. And two, it reminds me a ton of the transport chopper from Battlefield 4. And I gotta be honest with you, a large amount of the time I've played this game in vehicles, I've actually been playing from the driver's seat of the armored car. That's mostly because I love the transport chopper, the fact that it's like such a shitbird weapon or thing to bring against people sometimes because they just don't know how to deal with it, but also because it's incredibly weak. It doesn't have any sort of driver weapon, and it also has this whole issue where even the guns it does have can't really damage tanks, aren't super accurate, but when you kill people with it, oh my god, people get mad.
Losing objective butter.
It's my... I can hear somebody in this building. That might actually have been the artillery battery of near the lighthouse.
We have taken objective butter.
Yep, that hurt. I just got shotgunned to death. It's mostly my own fault there. But you saw. I was kind of lone wolfing it, and I don't think you can do that with a medic right now. So here's another interesting thing to me. I think the spawn system has changed pretty significantly from Battlefield 4. Yes, you can still spawn on your squad mates, all of them, but I believe they actually have to be, and I should come back to help that guy out because that's a tank up ahead, and I don't. But I believe that the... Oh boy, that's a tank up ahead too. And that's an armored car. Yeah. Anyways, I believe that you actually have to be near a point or within sight of an objective to get people to spawn on you. I think this thing down here where my mouse is pointing is actually a bug. That guy doesn't appear to be there, actually. You can see I spawned pretty far away from this thing, and I believe that's kind of the range you have on spawning on point. That dude just got fucking...
Hier, erste Hilfe! Danke.
You can see right there that reload animation. Oop, out, down I go again. Yeah, I don't like the medic class. I really feel like they need to change some stuff around how that works. But you know what? Let's go buy some. Now, here's one of the things I don't really like right now, is that you can't tell what you get with the weapons when you buy them, right? It just says AR or MA. It doesn't tell you what your loadout will look like. So you can only guess based on what the game tells you your stats are, which I think is totally fine. I don't have an issue with that, but if you don't like scopes, yeah. Now you see the modify thing there, doesn't mean anything. See, like I have a scope now. Not really complaining too much about it, but if you don't like them, if you want to use something short range, kind of stuck. Wow, that guy with the 10. He's killed me every time but that armored car time. That's crazy. That guy is good. That guy was also 6 meters away from me and didn't come revive me. I also didn't ask for it. Whatever. I'm kind of breaking that promise to not talk a lot.
Losing objective butter. Objective apples.
Komm, hier ist der Panzerwagen.
That was me being stupid. I thought I could actually hit that guy. He was at no health. Oh well, so much for that. One of the things I have to say bugs me a lot about the game is that unless you have a team that is really willing to show up, there we go, you're kind of fucked. Like, one tank on the other team can probably wreck the day. And down. 20-point assist there. That's pretty good. Nope, guy ran away from me. So you can also see there's the option to spawn over here and take a vehicle, but no vehicles available. I don't know where they all went, but we don't have any right now. Now I could actually have spawned back in the spawn and got an armored car. That is a viable option.
We are losing objective.
Oof. I hate getting hit like that. Especially in the fog, you can't see shit. You do get some health back pretty quickly. I don't know why I stopped aiming when I was firing on him, but I did for a moment there. That was concerning.
We have lost.
Okay.
Ready.
I got a bayonet charge kill. I have never actually gotten before now. Oops. That's gonna hurt.
Hilfe, greif zu, Mann!
Alright. So, I don't know why. I keep thinking I can switch classes while I'm dead there. So, we haven't done Assault yet. Now, Assault's interesting because it starts off with this SMG class, and I gotta say, I die more to Assaults than any other class in this fucking game. Mostly because this thing that it starts off with here, this MP18, is fucking ridiculous. And I'm actually wondering now if the MP18 spam and the number of times I die to Assault class isn't a symptom rather than a disease. And what I mean by that is the Assault class is just so goddamn useful, especially for taking points and rushing objectives and everything like that, that it's difficult to see people... Oh boy. There we go. It's difficult to see people using basically anything else a lot of the time.
We have lost.
Especially right there, that fucking pisses me off. For some reason, there's certain things that you just can't vault over correctly. Anyways, I wonder that if maybe other classes got a little bit faster firing weapons, if they'd be more prone to being right on the points, taking objectives and everything like that. And the fact that there's not really anything else that you can use to kill a tank right now does not help anything. So this class gets not only a anti-tank grenade, but also the only anti-tank infantry weapon in the game, which I was trying to use earlier. Didn't hit anything with, so... Somebody in here. Was. Oof. Man, that guy's better than me with that thing. I haven't really flown yet. I've actually sat in the gunner seat in a couple of planes, but I haven't flown, and that's mostly because I fly with a controller, and I haven't bothered to set the controller up for the alpha, which, you'll forgive me if I don't do. I don't think I've actually been able to get into a tank at all in this beta, or alpha, by the way. So, they're just, I've been able to gun in them, but I haven't been able to drive one.
We have lost objective Edward.
Fuck. I didn't hit him once. Yeah, not doing great. Could be worse. I do like being able to speed up your deploy speed, and be able to jump in faster. I'm also not in a squad anymore. That explains why I was having trouble spawning on points. This guy here is actually disproving my idea that there's actually some sort of radius you have to be in to spawn on somebody. I don't know. It's difficult to tell, because there are still bugs and such in the alpha, and so being able to figure out if this guy's within range or if he's... I've actually not heard a single person talk yet. First guy. I do like that with the fog, it makes it more difficult for snipers to spot you, especially if you're laying down like this. They'll still find you, but more difficult.
Panzer gesichtet, aufpassen!
We have lost objective.
Yeah, so there's your rocket gun.
The enemy is being reinforced.
Oh boy, this is gonna hurt. But you can see right there, I actually did pretty okay for myself. Got a lot of points out of that. So, let's switch to our support class. I think that's actually a really interesting change they made to the game, if you'll allow me to interject again on my thoughts. And putting way more emphasis on getting damage done to enemies, because you get like, what, 20 points for a kill or something like that, but you get, I want to say 10 points for an assist. Ooh boy. I love me my fucking trip mines. You want to know how I get kills in this game? Trip mines. Hi. Yeah, I just got shanked. You can see you can't get revived from a shanking. Whether it's an axe or other weaponry. Shanks do not allow you to get revived. Which I'm fine with. I think that's how it was in Battlefield 4 and 3 as well. We're gonna die, so let's do it.
We have lost objective butter.
The reason I love trip mines in this is because it really reinforces one of my main points about the design of this game over the design of, say, why I threw that where I did, but the design of Battlefield 3 and 4. Because Battlefield 3 and 4, people, you know, describe it as like run and gun shooter type or whatever you want to say. Wait for it. I should be getting some points soon. Oh darn, they must have spotted them. Those trip mines, by the way, do not disappear on death. There they go.
We are losing objective Freddy.
Do love me some kills. Trip mines, by the way, are not great against tanks or other vehicles. They only do about 4 damage against light tanks, and that's the cheapest of the light tank, or cheapest of the tank things, so, you know, mileage may vary on those. I do really hope that they do give support a nice, you know, C4 or something like that to complement the trip mines. Here you go, friend. No? What are you shooting at? Oh, yeah. That's bad.
Speer gesichtet!
Fuck, I'm dead. Let's see if I can get somebody to come over and fix me up. I can't believe we're winning this still, are we? I was kind of fucking around at this time just to show off those classes, so... Wow, we're really ahead. Did I get switched? No, we started on this one. I actually did get stealth switched yesterday while playing a game, which I thought was kind of neat, because I went from the losing team to the winning team about 3/4 of the way through the game. No thanks. So, right, was kind of making a point about running around in this game well before I went off on this weird thing. Anyways, running around in this game is super not recommended because people will fucking down you like you deserve to die. And
we have lost objective butter.
It's actually kind of neat because if you're like me and you plant a lot of mines everywhere, you're going to do real well. You're just going to get extra kills left, right, center. But if you play this game like a lot of people seem to think you play, you know, Call of Duty or something like that, where you can just kind of sprint your way to victory, it's not going to go well for you. And oh fuck, they're back on that point.
We have taken objective Freddy.
We're almost done here. So yeah, if you run around too much, you're just gonna get downed.
We have taken objective Alpha.
Fuck yeah! That's a good end of the round.
Taken objective Butter.
Oh, and if you're wondering, yes, your trip mines do replenish almost instantaneously from ammo packs. God, this is gonna be a great game. I'm just gonna let this go. This is gonna be a really fun game. And, so yeah. That's gonna do it for me. I did alright there. Wow. See, I don't know what the 100 points on flags captured, I don't know what those things are. They don't make any sense to me right now. I don't think anyone captured 186 flags, but I think that might be total or something like that. Anyways, thank you for watching, everyone. I'll see you in the game when it comes out. Hold on. I have to be able to exit the game. I swear to God, I'm gonna leave. It's gonna happen.